What?
Do you know how you can't play that game of cards in the jungle?
How not?
There's so many cheaters.
Oh, right.
I thought you meant like I'm a celebrity and I'm allowed to do that.
In the jungle, aye.
I was like, I don't know.
No Edmonds is good, isn't it?
I start tomorrow.
No Edmonds, aye.
Do you know how much you get paid? 600,000. Do you know how much Harry Redknapp get paid?
Couple mil.
500,000.
What?
Just to be in it. They two were the highest paid ever. They're the
Ever?
aye, ever.
Ever?
Ever. Oh, I know what it is.
I'm so happy that
I feel like I know what it is.
Right, okay, man.
Has that been filmed?
Aye.
I know.
But it's not even in sync, so if I want that to be in, it'll probably need to be...
I was but it.
I'll need to edit better. Right, what's happening, people? Welcome back to another podcast. Today we are joined by Cruizah. On the podcast, we usually get the guest to bring on a little gift, something that talks about their personalities. Cruizah boy, what have you brought today?
Well, this one is the meaning of your friendship.
Oh my god,
the
I'm so
growth.
excited.
I feel this was the beginning of when we we looked at each other's eyes and thought, you're going to be my best friend. You feel me?
I
You
feel
ready?
you.
I don't know why I said
I'm
friend.
feeling you.
Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Take it after.
Oh my
You've
god.
got to unwrap it yourself.
Right, okay. Oh my goodness, that is
How
beautiful.
cute is that? How
I want
cute is
to
that?
reach.
Oh, you want a cuddle?
Aye.
Right, just do it.
That is a belter, man.
And
That is top notch. Let's just put it
See,
here.
now I'll just live on in here forever alongside you. Because think about it, the story behind that is...
Let's just move the cup so it's in frame. Brilliant.
The story behind it was like I was going to look away and you were going to look away, but we ended up both looking at each other and we thought
Yeah.
we're going to have a staring competition, wasn't it? Worked that way, and I thought...
That
cute,
is
man.
amazing, mate.
That is
Brilliant,
just
mate.
cute.
I
Aye.
love it. And if people are thinking what the hell's behind this as well, this will be revealed very soon. I think that Cruizah already knows what
I
it is.
think I do.
But aye, the idea was that you never had a clue. And then in like 30 minutes in, it was a wee
Oh, I wasn't
surprise.
going to notice it was there kind of thing.
No, you would have to know it was there.
Aye, but then I could probably just think it was like nothing. It was maybe just like...
Aye, but in the back of your head, you'd be thinking though, like, what's going on
Aye,
here?
what is that? That's all of it. And why is mine wrapped in the same stuff? Has he got a present for me? And then you just hear all the wee coins.
Hey, don't give it away, man. We'll keep them guessing.
Right.
We'll keep them guessing.
Oh, fuck, good point.
So, for people that don't know you, Cruizah, who are you?
Well,
And what do you do?
I'm a scheme rat originally. I was brought up in a scheme. And then I took myself onto the YouTubes where I felt like I felt like I could be more creative without without being part of the young team, without pure smashing somebody's head in. And I started making YouTube videos mostly because of I don't know, well, of course you know him, Syndicate.
Oh, aye, I know Syndicate.
I used to watch him when I'm not going to be the guy that's going to go, I watched him before he was a million.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to say that, but I watched him when he was quite...
I always
not a
knew
big
who
thing.
Syndicate was, but I never actually actively watched his content. And that's quite interesting. In fact, Jack behind the camera right now, I only met him through Syndicate.
Right.
But I never watched Syndicate, and there was a meet-up in Kelvin Grove Park, and my mate Declan, who's a massive Syndicate fan, was like, let's go. And I was like, okay.
Right.
Vlogged it, went there, met Jack, and then about a
Oh,
year later... I know, that's a nice wee
cute,
romantic
man,
story.
that's cute.
And then about a year later, he commented on one of my videos, and that's how we met. Know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
Mate, that's cool.
Syndicate.
All because of him?
Uh-huh.
Well, I same with me. That's
Right,
how
so
I started,
Syndicate
right?
was like...
I
for you?
done it purely because I thought, this guy, what he's doing is brilliant, I want to do something along the lines. So I didn't exactly try and be exactly like him, I just wanted to make the kind of same thing he was doing, so I wasn't going to just jump in and start becoming a mad rape training zombie guy, you know, I wasn't going to, but I just started making videos along the lines of what he was doing, and I'd say he influenced
Took
it.
inspiration from him and then put your personality
Aye.
into it as
And
well.
then the more I developed as a person, the more I started putting myself into it, and it just turned out this, and I can't believe it's actually a thing.
Mm-hmm. What is this? Where are you right now? What would you say?
I would say I'm at a fantastic bit. Like if I never made anything further and it stopped right now, I'd be happy. Like I love exactly how much people come to my videos, how much likes I get, how much comments, how much people I interact with. Love it. Nothing. I don't need any more, and I don't need. Well, I can't say I don't need any less. That's quite fucked up. But
the way you're talking though, it's like you'd be happy maybe if just one person seen it as well. You know
aye.
what I'm saying?
Well,
That would
looking
already be past kind of your expectations. If
We're
you
looking
know
at
what I mean.
about 8 or 9 months ago, and me and Batchy had done a video together, and before that video I was getting, looking at 30-40 views a video, and that was a lot to me. Like, see if I hit 10 likes, I was like, oh my god,
Aye.
10 people liked that. See now, it's like 80, 90, 100, 200, it's fucked up, man.
You want to just keep growing from
I
that?
I'd love to keep growing and see how far you could get it, because the Scottish community is what you want to push that out and give it a name, because it's so quiet.
It
It's
is.
like, we're all trying our best. We're all coming
I
together.
think that it's coming together though, you're right, it is. I think the charity match as well brought everyone together, and it meant that people they just maybe done a wee bit of YouTube, or meeting with people that were pioneers in the Scottish
Right.
YouTube.
Right.
Boys like Marley, Batchy, Raz and all those type of guys that are making moves in YouTube, and everybody else is doing their thing as well.
Aye.
It was class.
Yeah,
to
you
be
can never
honest.
have it. You can never have anything better than a big, practically like a country of creators coming together. I think that's phenomenal, because if you look at England, there's so many different groups, I believe.
Yeah, because it's so big as
It's,
well, isn't
it's
it?
so much, but in Scotland it's just, there's such littlies, it's just like a little ball of fun, and hopefully we both.
What I loved about that though is that everyone was coming together for like a good cause. It was
Aye.
raising money for charity. It was even actively doing some sort of sport that all of us could do, and would maybe encourage people that watched our videos to go out and do.
Aye,
So
just
the
getting
fact
us up
that
off that gaming chair, aye.
Exactly.
Aye.
Because there was a lot of boys on it that were gamers.
Aye,
and
and
there was also a lot of guys that had never even took part in like an 11
Aye,
sides match.
I know. People that were complete, like, we, as you know, we watch people struggle through all the training sessions and actually think they're going to struggle during this game.
I think
kinda.
every single player in the match done themselves proud.
Oh, everybody surprised me.
Yeah.
To see through all the training sessions, there wasn't arguments, but there was a lot of people snapping and all that, because we're all tired at the end of it. Because were you there when we done this like 5 hours straight? I think you were.
Was it?
We done the 5 hours.
I only missed a handful, man. I
We
missed
done
maybe
four.
the first couple.
We
And
done
then
4 hours, and then we played against Danny made a team.
yeah,
And we
I
played
think
against them, and
No,
it
that was the week before, and then the next week we played them again.
And
Nah, I
it was-
never made that
oh,
one.
we
But that
were-
was kind of running theme. Most
Aye.
training sessions it lasted 3-4 hours, and it
Aye,
was
there's
just the
no-
boys getting used to each other, and
Aye.
then the charity match preparations. What happened in the game that I wasn't there? We got absolutely hammered. Didn't
Oh,
we?
we got ruined. Absolutely ruined. We got, I think it was like,
17-0 or something.
no, it was 11 or 12-1.
Was it 11 or 12-1?
Aye.
I
It's quite-
I think Gogsy scored a couple or something, did they?
Aye, I scored an all in it, but it was quite bad.
Right.
It was quite a bad game, because that was your first ever time,
Mhm.
that was my first time seeing Batchy play football.
Was it?
Aye, I'd never seen any of these people play football in my life.
Oofed.
So see passing and playing with them and
Uh-huh.
watching them run,
Getting used to it.
Aye, it was so
Because
hard.
you don't know everybody's runs,
No.
you don't know
How
what-
quick there, you know
Uh-huh.
what I mean? You don't know if you can make that longer ball for him to get to it. You don't know if you need to make a kind of shorter ball for him. It was hard to work with.
And that made it even more impressive, the fact that we kind of
Sure.
came through that, then we went into the next one, we get beat slenderly, I think 5-3 or 5-4,
Aye,
off of Grant's mates, and then we went into the match and we played excellento.
aye. I think we had another one, didn't we?
No, it was free.
Did I miss one? No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. It was free. There was two build-up games
Oh,
and then the final.
so it is.
Uh-huh.
Right, got you. Aye, they were.
But I bet every single person behind that has seen the charity match is thinking in their heads, Cruizah, was it a shot or was it a cross? Talk us through your goal.
It was 100% a shot. I'm sticking by it right. I'll take it right to my grave now. You were running. We spoke about this. We sat there and spoke about it. You were running left side.
Yep.
Right. You're coming in the back post, and then is it Marley that's coming in along the box? Or is that
CJ's at the edge of the box, I think.
right? That's what it is. And the first thing I looked up, and the first thing I seen was that keeper was off his line. That's the first thing I seen, and I thought, I've told people I'm getting a belt of a goal. And I did not see anybody running, because see if you I don't know, we can't take you back, I wish I could reenact all. Exactly where all the players were standing, there was that many people covering all the people in the box. So I never seen anybody. So the only thing I done was went, fuck it. That's the first thing I said in my head was fuck it. And I loved it, and I thought, oh my god, that's getting in. That's literally, I was like, that's getting
See,
in.
as soon as it left your foot, did you know it was in?
Aye, I knew it was getting in, because I seen the guy going like that. Just his face,
Struggling.
the goalie dropped, and I was like, that's in. And that's why I started running away straight away. Because I went and ran, see if I didn't know it was going in, I'd have stayed there. But I started running because I
What
knew
went
that's-
through your head when it went in?
I can't wait to see the video. I can't wait to see this.
Uh-huh.
And then you fucking lunged and tapped me, and I don't know if anybody knows this and all. Everybody started jumping on me, and I heard, because you heard the crowd.
Aye, the
was
crowd went
crazy.
mental.
Like the whole, because of that big tap bit, it just echoed throughout it and right
The
into
roof
my
came
ear.
off.
Aye, pretty much, aye. What can I say, you know? Fan favourite.
Uh-huh.
And then, but when everybody was jumping on me, I started running away. And after everybody came off me, I bolted. I dry bolted.
Did you?
I was sick. I was almost sick twice. Like I went like that. I felt hunters. Beans coming up, man. I was like, and then a big dry bolt came out, and my mouth extended, and nothing came out. And I thought, oh my god. Then I looked at Lewis, and Lewis gave me a thumbs up. And I just went and done that again, and that was it.
Imagine you were actually sick though. Like,
Aye, that how awkward did that be?
Would have been so
Aye,
awkward.
that would have been just.
You'd have heard the crowd be like,
Somebody clean that.
yeah.
Just a guy out, sweep him up.
And you continued to play after
Aye,
that as well.
aye.
So did the feeling of being sick just go, or
No, it went away the second
As soon
bolt.
as the
As soon as the second
that
bolt vanished, I was
secure.
like, oh man, I'm good. And then everybody was still shouting. I'm like, ah, this is bonkers, man. And then I just wanted to get the ball and just start. I did, because I'd done my goal now. All I wanted to do was just get everybody else to get a good shot up there, you know what I mean? 'Cause
Aye,
that's
get
what
the
we were originating to do, was get everybody to get a good shot on the field, you know what I mean? But I came on, I was meant to be off for 25 minutes, and then Batchy had an injury.
Aye, he had a
something
wee
to do with
calf
groin,
injury.
wasn't it?
I think calf or groin, yeah.
Well, he came
I can
off
just
and-
remember their player running down the wing, the boy they brought on. I'm not saying any names, but the boy was running down the wing and he thought he was fast, and big Batchy comes rocketing
Aye.
past him. I think
What's
that's
his
when he,
speed like? It is really impressive.
Unreal.
It is really, really
over
impressive.
5 yards, you'll not get another human being that will beat him. Over
Aye.
10, most of the population, but but that was the one that kind of did him the injury.
Aye.
But the pace he showed for like leading up to that was crazy.
Especially for a wee guy like that.
Aye, because
You
he was a
would
wee
think-
nippy dude.
aye,
As soon as
I
he
know.
came on, I was thinking in my head 5-10 minutes in, because he had a few chances.
Aye,
I was
aye.
thinking, right, we need to nip.
Aye,
We need to nip
catch
the
him every
blood here.
time, aye.
Yeah.
But when I seen Batchy, like the boy started running down the wing, and Batchy just, like if you watch it
He
back,
had
he
a rocket
literally
up
comes
his
through here
arse.
like that, like a cheetah. He just goes like that, right across, and I'm like, my god, that guy's quick.
Do you
That's
know
it.
why you can't play cards in the jungle?
Why?
There's too many cheaters.
Oh my god. I wish I used that.
Aye.
I'm really upset about that.
Have you never heard that before? Did you not even say that, like, all fair?
No, I didn't say
Never
that.
heard
off
it?
No, it's all you, man. It's all you.
Right, so when guests come on,
Right.
I obviously go back and watch some of their content and do
Right.
a wee bit more research into them
Oh,
and
right.
that as
Okay.
well. Just a wee bit.
Right.
But I went back on yours, and the latest video, like the oldest video on your channel, was a Minecraft
Aye,
video. I
I
don't
can-
know if it was private videos
Oh,
before that.
Jesus.
But
It was the
Minecraft,
first ever.
you started on Minecraft, and I remember watching
But-
some and then scrolling through. Like, you did a lot of them.
Aye,
Didn't you?
Minecraft. Aye, because that started because I only had a computer. I had a console now at the time. I had a computer and a console. So I started playing only Minecraft because I had DxTory and Fraps, and you could film the screen straight away. You know what I mean with that. But you needed to have like an HD PVR or an Elgato or that for the console, which I didn't have, and I didn't know how to turn around. My gran say, "Oh, what to buy is this thing to just record my screen." No, she's just got to go, "What?"
Aye.
You know, bit. So I did eventually just turn around and say, "Here, I'm buying this," and she's like, "Alright, cool." She was pure cool about it, and I bought it, HD PVR, and then I started
Were they your first videos?
the
Minecraft
ones.
ones?
Aye, but if you're listening to it, man, I'm fucking sitting in a metal bathroom.
But what I
It's
noticed
terrible.
though, what I noticed was like the first one started, there was some problems, tried to fix it, and then as the time went
It
on in the
grad-
videos, you gradually like looked
It got-
into it
aye,
and got
aye,
it better and
I
better
did.
and better.
Aye.
So you obviously decided at a very early age
Aye.
to start on YouTube that you wanted to keep doing things better, because
Aye.
a lot of people won't even do that. I think like
Aye,
a lot of
aye,
people just make a video and then they'll just keep churning out the same shit.
Aye,
and
not
they'll
even put editing times in it or anything.
Oh, just made another wee noise.
Just
Don't
one
talk
skip.
him. Oh my god, it's fun.
oh no, I can see a bit. Oh no.
Alright, we may as well do this.
Right, on you go, go.
So, about 2 months ago or something, we were doing a video on Batchy's channel, which was travelling to every single city. Do you want to tell us what it was whilst I get this out?
Well, it was known as 7 cities, and we travelled to. Okay, that's a big one, baby.
Aye.
The wee one was tiny.
Aye, this is a big one, mate.
We went to 7 cities, which was, if I'm correct, it went Glasgow, Stirling, Edinburgh. Oh my god.
Inverness, Aberdeen, we'll not do it in order.
I won't do an order.
Glasgow,
It went that way, right? So 7 cities, and we travelled through them all, playing a board game on each landmark, and we had a driver, and we had Div as the cameraman, and it was fantastic.
It was.
How good was the
Mate, we literally got to Inverness at like 10:30 at night, and there was people there.
There was people there.
That's
sitting
what
waiting.
surprised
Oh.
me the most. But anyway, your record in this wasn't the greatest.
It's
So I wanted
61.
something like that. I want to test whether Batchy was just phenomenal or you were just very bad.
No,
so
I
we're going to play a game of Connect 4 here, live. Well, kinda live. Edited like later.
Aye.
On the Sharpdiv podcast with the man Cruizah himself.
Right, let's get this out, man.
Right, let's do this. Let's have it.
I'm dying. I actually was just, I didn't know I was, you could have phoned me and says here, get your...
By the way,
next
right,
board game
another
on.
thing that I'm starting on the podcast is at the very end of the podcast, the guest will ask me a question. So if you can keep that churning in your mind up until the end of the podcast and ask me it, then that would be great, right?
Alright, got you.
Since you're the guest, I'll let you go first in
Alright,
this game.
thank you very much. There we go.
Boom.
That's it. Cheeky. Aye, let me get this.
How did the idea come about for you to do...
On the phone. Literally
on the
it
phone.
was on the phone, and we says let's go to 7 cities and do something. And he's like, right, let's do it. And then I'm sure Batchy turned around and says, why just play a board game on each landmark? No, it was go to each landmark, and then we says we need to do something on each landmark. We can't just go to it. And he's like, let's play a board game on each one. I was like,
And he's played
that
Jenga and he's played Connect 4.
I know, but was guess who there, but we couldn't be bothered saying all that.
Oh,
remember?
I know, because we needed to probably...
We had to cut the paper and get all the wee guys in it.
Yeah,
and all
it
that.
would have been a pure pain. It would have been
I
annoying.
feel like you're really fixing something here and I'm missing everything.
I'm really not.
I'm just going to cover that, just in case.
Just in case.
See, that's one thing I learned. One thing...
That's a Connect 3.
Oh, shit, I'm sitting like that, she's just done me. No, I've started to learn that I need to be slow and think. But in that game I was trying to get to the
Do it
landmark,
nice and fast.
get it done, and then just talk to everybody that was there.
So it was literally born on the phone with Batchy.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Pretty
mad.
much. Aye, I know. You're doing something and I can't see what it is. If you get seeing you play this, do you have plans?
I've not played this game since I was about 8. So
GG, my man. GG.
congratulations, well done.
Thank you very much.
Expertly done, mate. Expertly done. Let's just get rid of this. But before we get rid of this,
Right.
talk us through your hat. What's going on with your hat?
The hat is OBD, known as Obdurate. I don't know if you know the man's TGF, Jane Ramel. Absolutely love him to bits, by the way. They're the only YouTube channel now that I watch, and I believe they're just so creative and so invested in their fans. I don't know if you... I don't.
Cheers, mate.
I feel like they're just so invested in their fans and they put so much money back into a video and making it, and I just think that's phenomenal. And see, I don't know if you know, but my humour's, I like to be random, like just say anything. The first thing that comes to my head, I like to
Yeah,
call somebody.
of course I've noticed.
I like to just call, like if I'm looking at somebody, I like to call them Pyrexid, you know. That's just what it comes with. And that's what they're like, they're so creative, and I just think they're amazing. So I buy all their merch, and December the 9th is the next drop. I can't wait for it.
So you've bought everything for them?
Every single thing, aye, every single thing. Except, there is one actually. Oh, there is one. I can't remember, there is one, but, and I've even got the trading cards that they just put out.
Yeah, they look well interesting.
Aye.
Apart from the running over a car, that could lead
Aye,
to
that's
some...
a bit messy.
That could lead to some serious
Aye, some...
legal...
I know.
shit.
Especially they ran over a Civic. On the Civic.
Yeah, exactly.
And
But
I
in
was
my head,
just like-
I'm thinking that must have been like somebody they knew.
It
Surely.
must have been.
It must have been.
If it is, fair play, that
Aye.
doesn't bother me, it's still funny. at the
Jason
end of the
Wingler
day.
at his finest.
But, yeah, I think it's got, because the person sat there, I think, or I don't think anybody was in the motor, maybe
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
parked.
like a red light or something. I'm pretty sure it was a red light.
So, because I dig it out as soon as you started walking up to the motor.
Aye,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
I know.
And then I cuddled him like that, Jay, run over my motor for me.
Exactly. I thought that'd be a good gateway actually into the beard.
Alright.
When did the beard begin? Because everybody must be wondering it. And when will it go? Will it ever go?
It won't, it can't. The only thing that'll ever go is my hair, and that'll either go bald or long. And if I go bald, I'm having the big beard, and if I go long, I'm having the big beard. Simple as that. The beard is everything to me. I don't like clean face. See, just no hair on a face. I see that. I like it. I wish I could pull it off, but I can't because I get quite patchy.
Right.
So if I grow the length, it turns out more better.
Right.
Because I don't know if you can see a wee patch under there, no? Can you?
No, can't.
Well, there is. I think
Right.
it's because I gave it a good brush over it today in case you noticed it.
Oh, like
But no, I can't do the wee stubbles or the kind of shorter ones, so I just decided go homeless or go home in it. So I just went homeless, man. But I used to get caught, I've been called homeless, I've been called down and out, all it, you know what I mean?
just
Like,
because you have a beard?
my girlfriend was sitting one day and this old woman that my girlfriend knew says, like, I was coming in with a bag and like a jacket over me and I'm a big beard and I've got this hat with this beanie on, so I did look homeless. And she went, oh my god, who's that down and out? And my girlfriend went, that's my boyfriend. And so I sat down, the lassie went, sorry, I called you homeless. And I was like, just buckled, because that's the idea I went for, was homeless.
Uh-huh.
I like the pure dirty look, I don't know, I think it's cool. And it's been about 2.5 years it's grown. But that's,
Have you ever trimmed it or anything?
the Turkish barber's done it by
Right.
3 times by accident. They've done it and I've said, what, take just a bit off, just shape it. Yeah, that's no problem. And they leave me with 1mm and no eyebrows. And I'm like, something's gone wrong here during the communication. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, Jack, you need to be a bit quieter, mate. Jesus Christ, I can just hear you laughing off camera.
That's alright, yeah.
I know he's a funny guy.
Aye.
Do you think you're funny?
No,
You
I think
don't?
I'm stupid. I've got pals that think, what is that pattern? You're just because they're so
Aye.
used to it.
Mhm.
I believe that when somebody finds somebody funny, it's when they're getting used to them because they've never met the person before. But see when you get really comfortable with me,
Mhm.
you'll just think, shit, that's
No,
stupid.
I don't think I will.
Maybe I'm really funny and I don't know. Like,
I like that kind of humour, but like the fact that you can just
Just-
turn around to somebody and just be like, oh, you're an absolute plant pot.
I just
Like-
love that. I like that straight away. That's good.
Yeah.
That's tight.
I like that. I remember when I was playing football, there was a boy in my football team actually that had he would just say the same stuff, right? But it was like accidental. So we'd be playing a game, a like competitive match, and the other team would have a free kick, and he'd walk up like, "Oh, that ball's upside down."
Oh,
To the guy hitting
Jesus.
the free kick.
I would like that.
Or if he was arguing with someone on the pitch, he'd be like, "Oh, you Mars bar head."
See, that is it. That's what I love.
And everybody in our team was just obviously buckled.
I love it. That's the humour. That
Uh-huh.
see people coming with pure smart humour.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just too well thought with me. See if something's in your brain, and like
You
you
just
look
say
at
it.
somebody and you think they look like that.
Mhm.
Then just say it. Like the best one I ever remember was my brother told me his boss, and there was this boy and he was quite old, and he just kind of had like freckles. Not like they were just like really really freckly, and he grabbed him and says, "Oh, by the way, you look like a tatty scone." And I just think that's genius. I don't know why. I think it's just brilliant. And there's been other ones like I know a boy that had a kind of an afro haircut. And one day somebody grabbed his neck and started singing in it. Because he's got a microphone. It's just absolutely amazing. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
And none of that's me, by the way. I'm kidding.
Just pure random stuff.
Aye, just random. I just
That's
think it's... Because if you think about it, like, like, if you're going to sit there and think about a joke, why? That's not
I
funny.
know, I know.
See, you just...
It's like you're trying to be funny
You're
then.
trying to...
When you try and be something, I think that's when you
The best
fail.
jokes ever is the ones in your head you're laughing at in your head. So see if you say something, you go, what? That to me is brilliant. I love it. I do it all the time. I sit there and talk to myself and go, why did I say that? You know what I mean?
See, when I watched a recent video about Jamie Oliver and driving in Scotland, and obviously, are they all off the cuff, or do you do a wee bit of written content?
There is not the both of them were the first ever scripted
Right.
content I've
Is
ever
that
done.
something you want to kind of go down?
Aye, but
Just for the shorter videos?
I pretty much. But I've been taught off somebody that. Sorry, just
Oh.
I've been taught off somebody that that scripting a video is better to keep you on track. I've got attention deficit disorder,
Right.
so it's hard for me to keep concentration. Like right now, I just want to stare everything at that wall. I really do. Like, it's really really tough. Like right there.
Scripting?
Aye.
Aye.
Scripting.
Yeah.
And it keeps you on track, but I learned that I can't just script it word by word and copy it 'cause I sound robotic or well, I just sound like a news reporter that's reading it, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So what I done was I would bullet point technically and have kind of a basic
Topic kind of things?
topic
Or
and
themes
so
or-
it's subreddits.
Uh-huh.
Technically I'd have like wee ones inside the big topic and I would just kind of script it and then go off it and just go through myself. And then there's been, I don't know how many stuff that I've edited out that made no sense because I just rabbled on and it just dragged on and on and on for ages. I don't know if you watched the the Jamie Oliver one where I says that.
Ah,
No, it
what's
wasn't. It was the driving one. Sorry.
Right.
And I says something along the lines that the instructor can get in the car and he's more feared in case you like take him into a mountain somewhere and
Nah, I
put
don't
him in a
remember that,
cabin and like hold a. I can't remember, but it went on for ages and I thought I'm going to keep that in because it was so perfect.
It was authentic.
Aye.
Mhm.
But sometimes it goes on for too long and I'm like, I can't put that in because that's a whole video on its own. You know what I mean? It's
Just for that one joke.
Just for that one joke, aye.
Mhm.
And there's never like a banging punchline at the end, it's just like,
It just keeps going.
Aye, it just
and it
goes.
just ends and goes to
aye,
something
and
else.
then I'm just on to something else, like it's
Mhm.
nothing. And I'm just like when I listen back to myself and I go, I'm nuts. That's not right. My girlfriend will watch it and she even thinks, what? Why am I with this guy? He's mental.
Aye, because see if you break it down, you are literally just sitting there. You've recorded gameplay, but you're just literally sitting there and saying this. Just
Aye.
I don't know where you recorded that, but I don't know.
And you're sitting talking to somebody that doesn't. Well, they do. Sorry.
Wait, there's
that's
someone on the other end, right? But
But at the
when
current
you,
moment,
like, if you break it right down, if you strip it naked, you're just sitting there.
aye, with just yourself.
Yeah, just kind of like if you were to go away right now, if Jack was to go away from behind the camera and I was just to sit here.
Aye,
and
talking
just
to
talk,
this chair.
Just to talk.
Aye.
That's kind of what it's like,
It's
isn't it?
technically like
When
that, but you
when
know that.
strip it right
Aye,
down.
but then if you think about it this way, it's like you sitting talking to this chair for ages,
Mhm.
and then phoning me up and going, "Come here," and I come over, and then we watch it on that.
Exactly.
That's how it's worked. And it's
Exactly.
beautiful. I love it because it's going to kill that. I believe that the telly or the TV, whatever you want to say, I believe that'll die and it'll just become like YouTube or
Scottish
stuff like
YouTube
that. I just
killed
don't believe.
television.
Aye, I don't believe.
See, I
that
wanted
we-
to do something douchey and get something like Sharpdiv killed television just for a pure
Aye,
laugh.
that'd be cool.
But that no, it'd be quite cool. Scottish YouTube killed television.
Oh,
That's good marketing right
that
there.
is good, Martin.
Get that wee logo.
Or
and
you
that
could
in.
have like Scottish YouTube, and then
Mhm.
on the back it says "Killed Television."
Oh, aye.
So then somebody's looking at you for the back like "Killed Television." What killed television? Look down,
Exactly.
Scottish YouTube.
And then they ask you about it.
Aye, or they
And
see.
then they ask, where can I buy it? And the link's in the description because they're actually on sale right now.
I fucking wish by the way, because that's cool.
Aye.
But I'd have it. Everything has to be embroidered. I don't like
Tacky
unless
stuff.
it's t-shirt like that's cool. But
Mhm.
I'm just scared. Like I do like it. I'm just
I know
scared
what you're
because I
saying.
wash it
And it
and it
comes
starts
off.
doing that or cracking.
Yeah.
Like my trousers do it now. Like my gym shirt stuff, they crack all the time, and I hate it 'cause it really ruins that part of the clothing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Aye.
That's some transition we just did there.
I know.
That was crazy.
I can't even remember what we're talking about.
Can I?
Attention deficit
Aye,
disorder.
yeah.
Probably some people are
One of them-
watching might not know exactly what it is. Could you break it down for us?
Yeah, attention deficit disorder is basically no attention span. That's exactly what it is. So the best way to say it is I'm talking to you and I go, butterfly. Oh. And that's it, gone.
Right.
That's more advanced. That's
Mhm.
like, I'm not as bad as that. Like, mostly what I'm bad for is if I'm editing and I'm sitting editing and I've got my lights on in my room or anything like that, like my lights are on, so it has to be dark. And if I notice a spider or if I notice a Jenny Longlegs flying by or anything, somebody opens my door, I'm straight away. Or like a bit of fluff, like I'm focused on that and then I forget what I'm doing.
Oof.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So what I need to do is turn all my lights off and keep that. I've got two monitors, but I need to turn the other monitor off because then that tricks that even. And the worst one I know is if I'm ever studying or editing or anything like that, I don't study anymore, don't know why I said that. But if I'm ever like, maybe if I'm walking or just say for instance studying, right, because I don't know where I was going with that one. But if I'm studying and I'm sitting there writing something down and I'm focusing, I've got music in my ears, I'll straight away start listening to lyrics and then I'll forget what I'm doing. Or I'll still be writing and I'll start writing all the shite.
Right. Okay.
Or I'm reading a book, and people like to listen to music and read a book, don't know how to do it.
No, that's.
And I'll be like 2 pages in and be listening to the whole Eminem album, like that. Oh my god, just flicking through the pages. And then going, what page was that on again?
Aye,
You know what I mean? That's how bad it is. And you do get offered, drugs for help, but they're just trousers, so I
Aye, that
refuse
would
to
take
do them.
away from like your
Aye,
character.
it does. There's
It
people
would
out there
just
that
turn
do
you
it.
not like normal per
Aye.
se. We were always told when I did sports coaching and that normal was never a word that you use
Aye.
because normal then like gives the impression to that other person that they're not normal.
Aye, aye.
But that's kind of a general umbrella that it was like pull it back down to. But aye,
That's quite a good idea. I like that actually.
with that word
Aye.
being used.
Aye.
Mhm.
But you get attention deficit disorder, which luckily I was diagnosed with, was just it. There's also attention deficit hyperactive disorder, which the more I've been growing lately, in the past 4 years since when I got diagnosed, is I'm starting to think maybe they missed that hyperactive part because there's times where I'm bouncing off the wall like a yo-yo, man. I'm
Yeah.
like crazy at times. But you get hyperactive and all where like not only are you no attention but you're so hyper. Like that's what like there's somebody that I know, that we know, that I believe actually has that. I really do. I don't want to name his name because that's not nice. You know, in case he doesn't want it, but I believe somebody that we know has attention deficit hyperactive disorder, and they're really high up that scale, man.
Really?
Aye. Because I can pick on people really well. I can really read somebody, because I used to work in a vape shop selling to people, and see as soon as somebody walked in the door, I'd know how I should talk to them, if they were going to be a dick, or if they're going to be really upbeat and nice. Like, I could tell straight away. If people
Good
walk
at
by
judging
my shop,
character.
I could just tell. But that was obviously for the years working in there. It wasn't just I walked in one day and I started knowing everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was years of people coming in and picking up on their body language and all that, and it's went through my whole life with it. It's cool. You can really read people by just the way they do stuff.
What was the craziest story you remember from working like in the vape shop and that?
Oh, aye. That one is actually a good representation of reading somebody. So I used to work in a shop in Battlefield Road.
Just across from the college that I went to.
Aye.
That's mad as well because
I
we
know.
never knew each other at the
We
time.
might have made eye contact.
Exactly, but Cruizah says that he used to go to Greg's occasionally or whenever or every lunchtime. We used to always go to Greg's. Shout out to Jack,
Aye,
he's a Greg's
Greg's man.
employee. But used to always go to Greg's.
You never know. I might have bumped
exactly.
into you or went, excuse me,
Let me-
officers.
Aye.
You
Or
know what I
I
mean? You
might
never
have
know.
went, oh, he's a fucking prick.
I look straight at it.
Exactly.
You
That
never
could
know.
have happened.
Anything could have happened.
No.
And then it's been that's the start of the path.
I know that's
It's
madness.
so mental. It is.
Exactly.
It really is crazy, because there was a boy that when I used to work in Battlefield and I ended up in a job, and I looked at him and went, you from my bit? And he went, no, I'm from Battlefield somewhere. And I went, you walk by the shop? And I swear to God, that's how I knew him, because he used to walk by my shop.
That's nuts, isn't it?
Crazy.
Uh-huh.
But I know I used to work in a shop, and a guy had walked by my shop, and it used to be a big massive window, and what a cunt it was to clean, by the way. But so I'm sitting there just on my phone. It was such a good job. You just sit on your phone, but not only was it it was a good job, you also had the thought that there was no security, like it was just you. So if somebody came into that shop and tried to rob you, then you've got nothing. You've got no weapons, no nothing. You've got your fists and that's it. You know what I mean?
Biceps.
On my biceps, aye. So this guy walked by, and he turned around and looked as he got up a hill, and he looked at me, and his eyes were really, really big, and I thought, I don't like that cunt straight away. And the first thing I kept saying was, don't come in the shop, don't come in the shop. And he turned away and started walking up a hill, so I went back on my phone, and then the door opened, and I looked up, and there he was, man. This freaky guy. He was so, oh man, he put shivers through my body. I'll make it quick though. And he came in and he says to me, can you give me some advice? And I said, aye, okay, that's what I'm here for, it's my job. And he says, does vape oils contain chemicals? And I says, well, yes, but cigarettes contain 16,000 chemicals, which is mad. That's when they all get put together. When you burn them, that's 16,000 chemicals exploding into the one. I was like, there's only like a few, but they're known as harmless. He's like, no, this is my hobby, I know this. And I was like, alright, but you asked for my advice, and he's like, this is my hobby. And I was like, okay. So I just kind of like just took nothing to do with it and just kind of let him take a second. And he says, what's your favourite oil? But it was proper
Like challenging.
it was proper really getting to me, and I think he was wanting me to fight him. That's what I had the feeling of. He's like, what's your favourite oil? I says, Skittles, and he says, let me see it. And I was like, this cunt's going to run away with this or something. I was like, alright, so I grabbed it, opened the bottle up, and I handed him it, and he pure snatches it out my hand, and he's smelling it. And he's like, and he slammed it down the table, like so hard. And he goes like, much is it? I says, it's £8 or 3 for 20. And he says, no, much is it? And I was like, one for £8. Like, what else do you want from me? And he's like, no, much is it for me? I says, I same again, £8. It's £8 for you. And he's like, can you do me a deal? He says, no, if you want to do a deal, we'll go to the main shop, which is in Oswald Street. And he says, where is it? He says, Oswald Street. But I think he's not hearing me. He's like, where is it? And I was like, Oswald Street. Like, at this point, as soon as he's got right up in my face and said that, I have stood back and I've been, holy fuck, right, I need to be ready for something this guy's about to do. Like, I didn't shite myself, but I definitely, the hairs of my boss stood up.
Yeah.
Like, I was pretty took back by him.
You were getting ready.
Aye, because you don't know what drug he's on. You don't know if you crack him and he's unstoppable. He's fucking invincible, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You never know. So I was just like, Oswald Street, and he's like, what number? And I was like, just made one up in my head. I was like, 26. And he's like, no, what number is it? And I says, 26, and he's like, no, it isn't. I says, aye, it is. And he's like, no, it fucking isn't. And he got right on my face. I went, aye, it is. And he went like, alright mate, I've had this happen to me all day, by the way. Oh, I've had this happen to me all day. And he started really fucking freaking out, man, in the shop. And he's went like, I'm done with you people. And I've went, I've not done anything. And he's went like, and shut the door and just started reversing, doing this. Walking up the hill going, doing that, smiling. And I'm just like, okay. So I just vaulted right over the counter, cracked the handle up, locked the door, and just stood in the back just to hope he didn't come back. And then I was standing on the phone with the boss telling him the whole story. Proper, like, kind of shook up, because the guy was just so weird to me. And I was just shook up, like, this guy was weird. And I just heard ding, 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 ding. And I just looked through and he's doing that in the window. Where are you? And I was like, nah man, I told him, I went, if I'm going to die, it's this guy, this is what he's wearing, this is what he looks like. That's how freaked out I was that I actually gave him what this guy looked like. And I went out and there was a guy there, and that guy had vanished. And the guy, I says, was there a guy there? He says, aye, he chapped the door. And I says, is the guy away on his break? And he says, oh, I don't know, and started singing a song, skipping down the hill.
Oofed.
Aye, so I think maybe he was just not, maybe he was off medication or something.
Yeah, maybe he's just needing a wee bit of help.
Aye, maybe he was just...
But still, that's like a...
It's scary, because he
shock
could have hurt Andy, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it is sad, because he would have got done for it, and that's not nice, you know, because he can't help it.
Exactly.
But at the same time, it's like, people should be watching somebody like that,
Mhm.
you know? But, it was fucking terrifying. And I got a job, like, 4 months later, 5 months later, mostly because of that,
Mhm.
because that made me think,
You didn't know
anything
what
could
there
happen,
anymore.
man, anything could happen at all, you know what I mean? I was always watching my back when I'm, like, in the toilet or anything, or, like, going into the bathroom.
Yeah, because you were there yourself, kind of
Aye,
thing.
I was only me in the shop, it was horrible.
Mhm.
You had nobody to talk to. I watched everything on Netflix, everything on YouTube.
Completed it, mate.
I completed it pretty much.
Moving on from that, I want to do a wee game with you.
Okay,
You know,
alright,
want to
okay.
play a wee game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say a public figure's name, and I
Right.
just want you to kind of give me your opinions on them.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'll give you one pass. You can pass on anybody, but I don't think you're going to pass on
How
anybody.
is anything allowed? Is there limits to
In what
anything?
sense? In what you're saying?
Aye, am I allowed to say whatever I want?
Just your opinion on it.
Right, okay.
Because we did this with Grant on the last podcast, just give him a public figure to speak about, and it was quite funny. It resulted in him saying he was going to, I think, RKO the person if you ever seen him in the street.
I like it. We're
But
going
the
somewhere.
first person, Theresa May.
I don't know, man. That's a tough one. But obviously, I despise everything she does, and how it's like she looks out for Britain or the countries.
Mhm.
And my opinion on her is just that it's a tough one. Just a woman that's breaking down. Just a
Right.
woman that's dying inside and just wants to bring her beware. That's really what I think's
I
going
get
on
the
there.
impression from her that she's not adequate to do the job, and that she's
Aye, she's bit off when she
adamant.
could choose.
She's not adequate to do the job, but she's adamant that she's going to try and do it anyway. Do you know what I'm saying?
Aye, I know what you mean, I do. Aye.
Mhm.
And she can't take criticism at all. She really can't.
Nah.
See the thing with jobs like that, or jobs like even on YouTube.
Anything in
you
the
need,
public
aye,
eye.
you need to be able to take people hating you. Yeah, that's got to happen, and she can't take it. Even
Especially when it comes to politics.
though, aye,
as well.
especially when there's like 98% of cunts don't like you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's quite a fucking hard growing up. Like going for a pint of milk, man. Somebody uppercuts it through your nose. You know what I mean? It's just fucked up. But no, I just don't like her. That's my opinion. Absolutely hate her.
Jamie Oliver.
Fuck.
Grant was actually going to RKO him. That was Grant's one.
Jamie Oliver is a absolute banger, man. An absolute lispy wank. I don't like him. I just don't like what he stands for. I don't like how when he used to be on telly, it was like he was just a chef,
Mhm.
and he was just showing people how to do stuff and all that. And then now what does he do? Now he practically, this is like you sitting with me right now, and he busts in and goes, "Why you drink that?
Mate, that's
Get
crazy.
that the fuck out here."
I kind of gave that analogy yesterday.
That's
when
the
we
way
were
I
talking
look
about
at- that's
it.
the way I look at it.
Just coming
That's-
in, just slap me across the face.
And the new
you
thing
know?
he's trying to do, but he's trying to stop food adverts until after 10 p.m. Now, as I say in my Jamie Oliver video, if I can't see tits till after 11 and I can't see food till after 11, we've got a fucking problem. There's something not right here. What's going to be on telly? DFS? Is that all? Just DFS people sitting on sofas? Is that it? It's shite. I hate it. So I feel like he's a turncoat. And I feel like for a guy that years ago he was making all these sweet foods and all that, and now he's just like no, this is wrong, that's wrong, because my kid's not allowed to eat it. Fuck off. If your kid's not allowed to eat it, ban it in your house, not ours. Know what I mean?
Joe Rogan.
Love him. Absolutely phenomenal. One of the hardest kicks I've ever seen at all. Phenomenal.
I've seen him talking about it with George St. Pierre in the podcast, and then I watched it back.
Aye, it's wild. He's a force in his kick. I think he's I think he should run for president. I love him. I think he's amazing. And I hope one day that somehow I've got the chance to be asked to go on it and talk to him. That would be, not saying it by the way that he's not any better than you're
no, of course I'm just
this is you and him. He's a, you know, bang on each other. But
he's just there, you know. He's just
no, it's not. It's bang on. You know, maybe a midgie's ball here.
Right,
maybe just a wee bit. But
I love that.
Now you're getting up a bit.
So
though.
Glasgow.
But he's phenomenal. Love him. I love seeing his interviews when he's in the octagon because he's so funny. I know. He's brilliant.
He's just so witty.
Aye, yes, he's really smart. And it's seeing people blow his mind. Amazing.
He's just sitting there.
If you ever watch the one with Neil deGrasse,
I've not seen that. No.
Oh man. What's the one? He says something about the phones, and it's like he doesn't wear a phone. He doesn't use a phone case, and he flips his phone continuously. Because why does cowboys and that flip their revolvers? It's so that when they're in battle, they don't ever drop it, and they're used to catching it. So he flips his phone so that he never ever drops it, and he never needs a case.
Oh, wow.
It's a weird analogy to think, and maybe it's a bit overshot.
Just think of all the practice he needs to do that button, dropping it.
And it's
continuously.
sitting on an iPhone X, just doing this, flipping it through his fingers, and you're just like, oh my god, fam, can do. Know what I mean?
I've been watching a lot of Joe Rogan recently. I watched a lot of podcasts, but Joe Rogan's one that I've started to watch more. Because I'm starting this podcast, I want to improve on interview skills and that. And something I've noticed about him is sometimes he is very proactive in speaking to the guests, but other times he'll ask a question, he'll just sit back into the background.
Just let them
it depends on the guest, obviously.
Aye, it does.
Because some guests, they might need to try and get a wee bit more out of them. But sometimes, like, the Elon Musk one, he was very proactive in that. That was a great podcast. But then I've watched other ones where he would just, as I said, say a question and he'll just go back and he'll just listen. Tyson Fury one that I watched recently. You'll need to catch that one. That was a really good one. They brought up some really interesting stuff in that as well. But that was what I wanted to ask you about the Joe Rogan podcast. What's one that stuck out to you? And maybe something you've heard and been just like, I know that happens in a lot, but...
I know you're going to say that, but it was mostly because I forgot his name and it's annoying me because I actually watch his stuff. It's Joe Rogan Experience 911 and that's to do with... Oh my god, I'm not even going to go through him. But it's a guy that does like... He's a... conspiracy theorist. And he's got like a lot of background with knowing that he's really good pals with Donald Trump and all that, so see the stuff that he comes out with. It's the deepest shit ever. And his ideas on parallel universes and, you know, way above our imagination. It's really like he's got so much stuff, so much knowledge to back up his subjects. Like he's not just going to come in and say aliens, I believe in them, but he's got great reasons to make you think, holy shit.
I love that. I love that. Like the thing that I do hate but is when somebody says something like a conspiracy theory and you're just like, but why? And they don't have that.
Aye, and they just give you it and
it's
like,
how
can
because
you believe
I
that?
heard it and
Aye.
it's like, that's not, but if you're saying he's giving you all this,
it gives you everything.
That's fascinating because it just makes you question everything.
It does, and that's the thing that Joe Rogan does. If you've seen that he's always got somebody working on a computer and they look at the computer, that's really cool. So what he was doing with that boy was, why can I not remember his name?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't, sorry. But everything he was saying...
He's anonymous.
He's anonymous. Everything he was saying, like, he would say, Google it. And that's, straight away, you're thinking, if he's saying Google it, man, that's some deep stuff. And then Joe Rogan's like, right, Google it, and he'd Google it, and everything he said was there. And I know it is coming for, like, for instance, just for talking sake, like the Daily Mail and all that, it is coming for places like that, which you can't believe. But if it's coming for a guy that's pals with, that's got really good friends in the FBI, the
president
and all that, like, see, that's somebody that you can't fuck about with. It really isn't. Like one of the craziest ones he ever done was he says Hillary Clinton's a child eater. That's weird. That she eats children. And then he did apologise by saying that what he meant by calling her a child eater was that she isn't a child eater, but he can't disclose anymore. So I'm thinking, what is she actually? What's going on there? You know what I mean? But you need to watch him. I'll send you a link to him one day. He's wild. His stuff's amazing. Like, he sits with tinfoil hats on because people think he's crazy.
And is it the guy that's been Is it
Big
the guy?
chubby boy.
Aye.
And he always shouts,
Yeah.
mate, what's his name?
What's his
Stop.
name?
No, we won't go through it. We won't
Oh
go through
wow. What is his name? He's actually been taken off the internet.
it. Aye,
I'm sure.
some of the stuff he's done has actually been
He's
closed.
been like censored basically.
Aye.
Aye. My only problem with him actually, because I know who he is the fact that he was profiting from it quite hugely, you know? And sometimes I think that can be a conflict of interest in this.
Aye, aye.
So he might then start just chanting stuff just to earn
I believe
clicks
that
and
I
views
believe that
and
the
I
Hillary
think he's
Clinton.
done that at
I believe
one point.
the stuff that Hillary Clinton's a child eater. That straight away, like if you seen that for a guy that you're hearing's got background with like the president, and that you'd think I'm going to click that. What the fuck's he saying?
Yeah.
So I guess there's a lot of money coming out of stuff like that. Aye,
Mhm.
I can see where you're coming for there.
Yeah, then you can start to question if he's saying that, everything that he said, even if he's bringing you forward facts and that,
No, aye.
you know. One of the podcasts that I watched recently was a more, what's the word, recent one, and it was with Darren Brown.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, like-
I didn't know he done. What
It
is
just-
this
it's
with?
literally just
Is this with Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan. It just came out about
Huh?
3 or 4 days ago, so I've watched it. Oh wow, it's class. So obviously
He's an interesting man.
he's so intelligent, and
He's a savant.
what's that exactly?
It's a part of this. It's really high up in the spectrum. So somebody with autism, but they're
Really?
also able to use, if I'm correct, it's the frontal lobe where we can't use a certain part of our brain, but when you use it, it's technically like 40 times quicker than our actual part we're
Holy
using.
crap.
So they can store memory and they can access memory and they can store thousands of it. Have you ever seen a film called Rain Man?
No, I've not
Dustin
seen it.
Hoffman. That's to do with like people that they'll read like a book in like 3 seconds,
Oh.
or they can go through the whole yellow pages
Yeah.
and they can tell somebody, if they meet somebody, they can say your last phone number was this. Shit, like that's crazy, man. It's really. And there's a guy that knows pi by its 1,350th decimal point,
Really?
and that's impressive.
3.14, and then that's
And then
me.
go on for
That's
us.
me.
Aye, I don't.
But what's something that struck me about him that he was really intelligent. He was like a qualified lawyer, and then decided to he'd studied law, and
Right, I
he
didn't
got everything to be a lawyer. And then decided he was going to be a magician. Went through obviously all the hypnosis stuff and the television shows and that he did. But one of the stories in it was so good. He was talking about the fact that he teaches people how to deal with somebody coming at you, like in a confrontational way,
Right.
but he never had to really do it in his own real life. And he was out in the town one night, it was about 3 a.m, and he says he was looking over in the general direction towards a big guy and his girlfriend, and this guy's cottoned on to him, and he's went right over to him and he started shouting as if he's going to absolutely, do him in, and he just turned round to him and went, I'm paraphrasing here, but it was somewhere along these lines. The wall in front of my house is only 4 foot high, it's not that tall. And he said that the guy, because it was so out of context, this guy with all this adrenaline and pent up, like,
That just was
he
like
just went, he says he could like actively see it just drain out of him, he was just like this.
Aye.
And then he was like, what? And he says, I've been to Spain as well, their walls are a lot higher, much higher than mine.
Right. And that guy's obviously thinking,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
And that guy
That's
was
took him
like,
back.
and he says this guy just ended up not collapsing but sat in the curb, and he was just crying, and he ended up speaking to him that turned out that his girlfriend had like bottled somebody earlier that night, and he was angry, and it was mad.
Wow.
Yeah, it was well interesting. So
Holy
you should
shit.
definitely give that a look, man. Should definitely give
See,
that a watch.
Angus, my brother, if I'm correct, is a massive fan of Darren Brown, which I'm not saying that I'm not. I do like his stuff, but I'm really sceptical. Hypnotisms and
But he's sceptical of it as well.
I was, wasn't he? Or he still is. you mean?
Still is, in the terms that he says that what's something that fascinates him about it is the fact that he can never know if he's actually hypnotising someone or not, because somebody might just trying to please him, somebody might just trying to be like, I'm just gonna
Go along with this.
whatever, and then it's not worked. He said it's only ever hypnosis has worked with him once, and it was when he was doing some sort of training kind of thing, and they were talking about beaches and stuff, and he says that the exercise had lasted like 10 minutes, and within 1 minute he says he just remembers kind of
Coming out.
being like, oh, I was at a beach there, sort of thing.
What?
Yeah, and he's actually got a really interesting way of looking at negative words like happiness and self and that, and anxiety, and they can be perceived as either positive or negative. So he looks at them, and he looks at them all in the same kind of bracket. So the way he's seen it is, you can't always be positive. You might sometimes get anxiety and stuff, and if you do get these, it's going to help you later on. it's going to help you kind of progress and become a better person.
Oh, aye.
He's a well interesting guy.
Yeah, no, he's really intelligent. He's
Very
really
intelligent.
smart. I remember he done a thing, we're talking when I was 14, 15, now this is when he was coming to his peak.
Mhm.
And he done Hypnotise Britain, you ever remember it?
I don't know.
He tried to
I can just
hypnotise the
remember
full
his
nation.
shows.
Aye, on TV.
Right, and it never worked, obviously.
No, that never worked on me and everybody in the house.
I
In the
remember
house,
that, mate.
but there was people.
I watched that.
There was people that hypnotised, and what they had to do was see if they got hypnotised, and then see he gets you back out of it, and he says, right, listen, this is how we're going to do it, and he gets you
I
back out of
remember
it,
that.
and then at the end it says, if you're not out of it, phone this number, and you're just like, what?
I remember that.
Aye, it's
It
so
never
freaky.
worked on me.
It never worked on
You
me
had
either.
to watch it for like a minute or
But
something.
I'm
like that,
sure
wasn't
when
it?
I look back at it, I think to myself, I could have just been so narrow-minded as a wee boy that I've not
And
allowed
thought
to
that.
access.
Mhm.
Because I feel
Oh,
like
right.
that's the only way you can be hypnotised, is if you allow it.
No, that's
to come into
another
your brain.
thing that they talk about. They talk about what's the word? Suggestibility.
Right.
So how
I suggestive.
yeah, if you've got
uh,
suggestive thinking
right, aye,
and
aye.
you're open to things, then you've got more chance of obviously being hypnotised
Aye.
than going under hypnosis than
That's-
someone who's very close-minded and maybe doesn't believe that it's possible.
I've got one. My cousin, he was the same. He was a skeptic, and that's why he's trying to change me. And he went to one in the Hydro, if I'm correct, with his girlfriend. His girlfriend's like, let's go to this hypnotic guy. Like, let's just go to him and we'll go. And he's like, no, I'm skeptic of this. I'm not having it. And he's like, just come with me. And he's like, right, whatever. Fuck it, I'll go. So he's went, and it was really, really busy and all that. And the guys came out. I can't remember his name. We're talking 20 years ago, 15 years ago. And the guys come out, and he's like, this and that, talking about mad stuff. And he goes, if anybody's skeptic, please raise your hand. And there's only about 5 people raised their hand, my cousin being one, his girlfriend, sorry, didn't put his hand up, his girlfriend's like, put your hand up. He's like, no, I'm not putting, he's like, put your hand up. So he puts his hand up and he's like, can you come over please? And he's like, it's my cousin. And he's like, shit. No, I'm alright. And he's like, get somebody else. He's like, no, please come up. And the guy comes up and he's like, so you don't believe in it? And he's like, no, I don't believe in it at all. And he's like, I was the same, I never believed in it, but at the end of this show, I'm going to make you believe in it. Can I have your watch? And he says, no, you can't have my watch. And he's like, can you tell me the story about it? He says how his granddad passed and all that. He's like, can I have it? And he says, alright, here. Gives him the watch. So see at the halfway into it, you get food and all that, you can go and get
Aye,
food. So
we
he
pick.
goes and gets a iron brew and a steak pie. Bites into the steak pie and guess what's inside it?
Watch.
No, steak, mate.
Oh wow. You little.
Ooh, the watch, mate!
Oh,
That is
man.
funny, man.
Get rid of that photo, man. Get rid of it.
You were so, you were like that.
I was so.
You were
moved
really,
in
really
that.
in there. I didn't want
It's
to go so
been
long with that
waiting,
joke,
mate.
but I had to. It was just steak.
I knew that one would be thrown in. I knew it.
No, the whole thing's fake. The whole thing.
Jesus Christ. So the last name was Joe Rogan. Next one, Batchy HD.
Oh, I don't give him his dues, you know that? I give him a hard time all the time. I'm the kind of guy that I like to annoy people right to the edge and learn how their boundaries are, and I really push that guy. I push him to pure stress, and I think that's why he's got that receiver. And I don't give him his dues, but the guy's so creative. He really, really is. He's smart, and he's such a phenomenal pal. He's helped me through my ways. But I know I've got very high recommendations about him. I think he's brilliant.
The reason why I wanted to bring up Batchy is because you are often on each other's channels. You have obviously got quite a good friendship, and you have helped each other in a sense. But where did that begin? That friendship?
That began on the YouTube message box. I don't know if you ever remember that.
I don't.
There used to be a YouTube message box. I don't know if it started, probably might still be there, but it used to be able to message directly to channels on YouTube. And the box was never like an alert or anything, I would just sometimes go into it. And we're talking, my God, 7 or 8 years ago this is. Easily 6, maybe 7 years ago. And I went into it and his name came up. And it was just like, I feel Batchy or something at the time, I can't remember. And he says, I'm looking to get a bunch of Scottish YouTubers and create something. And I was like, I'm so down for it. So me and him started talking, we started making GTA videos and talking about how we could create something where people could all come together. It was purely Scottish YouTubers. And that's where Create Scotland became a thing. So we met purely for growing that, and we grew such a fantastic relationship out of it. And it was through the YouTube message box.
So what is Create Scotland for people that don't know?
Create Scotland is a community for any content creator. That doesn't mean anybody that's massive or anybody that's small, anybody at all, anybody that's a live streamer, anybody that's a YouTube creator, anybody that's even like a Daily Motion creator, anybody at all. Anybody want to come together, collaborate, talk about ideas, just get basically friends, because that is the thing about YouTube is, you know yourself, it is quite isolating at times. It's just you sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
You're making that video, but it is good. You do get to, like this, I get to be involved with other people, it's amazing. But sometimes it is really isolating, it's just you. So see, being able to have people come together and people talk, and the people that's in the exact same way as you, kind of therapeutic, you know what I mean? So that's basically what we built it for people to come together and just help each other out and make just a big community out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's worked well.
And then all the years later, obviously there was a Scottish YouTuber thing, because that was kind of what you started with Create Scotland, bringing people together.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of was the same thing.
Aye, it was, and then that's where we came in with Scottish YT. It was, it formed in that way, and we didn't really, I don't even know how we all came as a bundle, like how it was at that exact 13s, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's really weird, isn't it?
It's mental.
And it turned out amazing, and I've got so many pals across this journey, and I love it. I'll always look back at it, and I don't think I'll ever stop YouTube, no matter even if YouTube had to die tomorrow, I'll find some way to make more videos somewhere. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's brilliant, and that I like seeing new creators coming in and new people making new content, or people asking me how to do it. I like that. You know, it's cool. So hopefully Scotland YouTubers do become a bigger thing. Hopefully, we'll do our best.
Do you think it's on the way of doing it?
Aye, I think it's on the way to becoming something really big. Hopefully, because yourself, you'll be involved in it, and we'll all see it grow. I'm currently seeing it grow. I've really seen it grow. We've seen it grow from 30 members to, I think, over just 260 or 70 now, I think's in the group. I'm not too sure exactly, but aye, it'll grow big.
So what does like Create Scotland have going forward? Like, is there anything else that they would like to do?
Hopefully merging out, believe it or not. Like, hopefully even allowing people outside. I know it's weird, but allowing people to leak in and learn the Scottish culture, and actually it's not just a tough accent to know. We're actually all good guys at the end of the day, and we're all a good laugh. Hopefully it does, hopefully it progresses in some way forward, but we'll just have to let it naturally grow, really. Let it spread its own way.
Do you think accent's a problem for
Scottish
YouTubers?
100%. But you just got to embrace that. It's the way you're born. It's just the same. If you're born with big ears, no point going and getting them shot.
Roll with the punches.
Just roll with it. That's what it is. But it's a tough accent. I believe that you should never change your accent. You should just really embrace where you came from and who you are. That's why I always say, like people say, like, where were you born? With all this, like, I was a scheme boy. I was a wee poverty-run, smelly boy, and I'll always be proud of that, because that's how I became this today. You know what I mean?
Exactly, mate.
It's good crack.
That is.
Scheme's the way to go, man. Scheme's the way to go. I love it.
What was your YouTube highlight?
What of just the whole journey?
Aye, man. The last how many years have been doing it? 6, 7.
That part where we all took that picture on that field.
At the end.
That
of
was
the match.
that was goosebumps, man. Because I was showing that look what we've done. It might not be, internationally or worldwide breaking news, but that's big to us, man. That's some big stuff. I'd say that's probably the biggest part. Or the bit I ran down the SSE to grab Syndicate. That was quite something.
Tell us that story.
It was me and Jack Gartley. We were standing talking to Batchy and that, and this guy says to one of the creators of Resonate, says, what way is it to something? And I went, I know that voice. And I've turned around, he's got a hood up and he's got a big Syndicate badge, and I thought, no way, that guy's too small, because I don't know, I thought Syndicate was really tall. And
really?
And I've looked and I seen him turn around like that, and he's clocked me, and I've just went, oh my god. Like my knees started going everywhere, and I went, I'll leave him because he's now finished and it's time to, Resonate's over for that day. So I thought, right, I'll just leave him. And Jack says to me, you're Syndicate? And I was like, aye, I know. And he's like, you got to go see him? I says, no, you're alright. I went, come on, boom, ran right down the corridor. I says, Tom. He turned around with a big smile on his face, and I thought, damn, man. But I felt really bad because he says, I'm on the phone now, is it alright? No, I'm on the phone now. I was like, aye, that's fine. He's like, do you want a picture? And I was like, aye. But I knew that I wasn't going to bother him anymore because he was on the phone, and I felt really bad with that. But aye, he was brilliant. He was a good guy.
What did that feel like, man?
It felt like...
Because obviously you've spoke about it at the start of the podcast. he was a massive kind of
Aye,
inspiration for you.
it feels like you.
And all those years later.
If you think about it, it's like seeing God. Not saying that he is a God, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's like you're seeing that creator that caused the person that you are this day. I'm standing in that SSE cause of him, and
And that goes back to the paths that we're
I
speaking
know,
about.
it's crazy,
It's
it
like
really is.
one other turn, mate, and it doesn't happen.
Aye,
and
I
it
know.
doesn't happen the exact same way.
maybe if I didn't watch him sitting vlogging in his wee mirror,
Yeah.
I don't know how many years ago or that time he'd done the Scene Annals video. I don't know, maybe I'd never be what I was. It's really freaky.
That is really freaky.
Or what if I never done YouTube? How would I end
what
up?
if you never went into the YouTube message box that day?
I know.
You
innit?
never ever went there. You just thought it was
And
a
maybe,
waste feature.
and maybe I would be alone myself and you would all be creating something as a
Or
group.
maybe nobody would be
Or
creating
maybe
anything.
maybe. You never know. It's mad stuff, it really
Gets
is.
deep sometimes.
I believe
here on
it.
the
I
podcast.
believe it. If I wasn't messaged Batchy, would have pursued that himself.
Mhm.
Definitely. 'Cause he had that in the prize man, but
Mhm.
you never know. Sort of butterfly effect, innit? One you
Exactly.
change
That's
and-
my favourite film of all time, The Butterfly Effect.
I see. I
Ashton
remember it.
Kutcher.
I don't remember it very well,
Oh, I loved it.
but I remember.
Cry at the end every time.
I remember being told it. I can't.
That's really good. It's basically
It's to
he inherited to be able to go like back in time, and whatever he does when he goes back in time affects
Right.
reality when he goes back to where he started reading,
Right.
kind of thing, and his full life changes. But every time he goes back, he'll like have a like bleed or something like that.
Ah.
So he basically would experience blackouts. So it's such a well structured storyline. He would experience blackouts like throughout his life, but then he'd end up going back later on in his life to that moment,
Right.
and that's why he had the blackout.
Wow. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
and he inherited it from his dad, and then it got to the point where his dad ended up. He knew his dad as being labelled crazy in
Right.
a mental asylum
because
because
what
his
he
dad
could do.
came back, and every time he went back, he tried to change it to make it better.
And he
So
kept fucking up,
yeah,
probably.
the girl that he was in love with, she turned into a crack addict and stuff. And the real life story, and the true story,
He tried to
she
change-
went back to change her, then they ended up together. But that meant that her brother was a crazy man and like a nutcase, and he would like try and batter people and stuff like that. So he ended up in Juve, and no Juve, what's it called? Juve.
Juvie.
Went back Juventus with Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a good plot.
That's some ending right
But he
there.
goes back and he ends up, Ashton Kutcher, the main character, batters him to death, ends up in jail. So, and then he keeps going back and forth to the point where he ends up in a mental asylum.
See, I've been told it.
And the only way that he's able to move on, which is why I cry every single time, is that he needs to go right back to his birthday party when he was like 5 years old and he first met the love of his life, and needs to whisper something into her ear that makes her never want to go near him again, so that they never encountered each other throughout their lives.
Fuck.
And at the end they're walking through New York City,
By each other.
and he sees her and he looks back, and then he keeps walking, and then it goes to her back and she looks back and she keeps walking. That's the end.
Do you know what that reminds me of a wee bit there? You ever seen
What
How
a
I
film,
You ever
man.
seen How I Met Your Mother?
You nearly get me.
You ever seen How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah, I have.
That's quite crazy. Don't get me wrong, it's such a mad build up just for.
I've not seen the finale.
Oh well, I nearly wasted it there.
Did they meet the mother? Did they meet
I'm
the
not seen
mother?
anything. I'm not seen anything. I'm not seen anything. I'm not seen anything. I
Surely.
didn't mean that. I didn't mean that.
There's like 8 seasons. Like how many seasons is there? There's so many seasons in that, is there not?
There's 9,
9 seasons exactly.
but it's.
I need to watch the
I
finale. See, I've watched so much of that.
Have you seen it all right up to the? Just not seen the
I
finale
don't
yet?
believe that I've seen it all, but I've watched like know how it's on E4. I've seen so many episodes, like it's unbelievable. But I've not watched it in terms of if you went on like a Netflix or that and watched it. Like, I don't know.
Like,
what
oh,
I've
you don't know
watched.
it by numbers?
Aye, I don't know by numbers what I've watched.
I did. I went through a pure 2-month period in my time where I was coming in every day excited and just sitting watching it and loving
Love
it.
that.
It was amazing. It is such a good TV show, but the ending is just, mate, it's something else, man.
Mhm.
You need to get it watched. It's the same as, you ever seen Dexter?
I've seen a wee bit of Dexter. I've not watched
The
too
ending
much
for
of it.
that's fucking a disaster.
Is it?
It's a good ending. You kind of think that's not bad, but you also think, who the fuck sat down with it? Let's do that.
I know.
Mad.
I hate endings though. Like for a good.
Sopranos.
I've not
Yeah.
watched that.
Seen it?
You seen it yet? No.
Mate, such a good ending, man.
Is it?
You find out something that you didn't even know. Like, see when they do something, you go, whoa. Do you ever go to watch it?
No.
Yo, you can might cut this out for a spoiler, I'll tell you.
Just tell me.
You watch
Spoiler alert.
all these seasons, and then at the end he goes like that and tells you and shuts the door on you, and you realise that you were part of the mafia the whole time. You weren't a camera, you were a character.
Oof.
Mate, it's mad. Well, that's what I believe. There's so much
Yeah.
theories behind us, like fan theories and all that, but that's what I believe is you were...
I love that when like
Aye.
something happens and it ends up all the fan theories and all different
I
stuff.
love fan theories.
Yeah.
The Shawshank Redemption one was quite wild.
What was that?
See at the end when it's like they're walking down the... Have you seen it?
The beach, yeah.
Well, supposedly that's when 2012 starts and the big fucking wash comes over and kills them and all that and starts
Oh,
destroying
wow.
the city. It's fucking mental.
That's devastating.
It's bad.
I don't want that
It's
to happen
bad.
to big mogs.
I know. That was a good film, but
It was.
I love films. You got to get right good ones. What's your favourite film? Am I right? Am I
The
right?
Butterfly
Actually?
Effect.
Is that
Aye,
your favourite?
That is literally my favourite.
Mine would be One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
I've seen that. That's a really good movie as well.
Great movie.
Mhm.
Absolutely brilliant.
Why is that your favourite?
I just
don't
like
know,
I
just
just
love
like young Jack Nicholson, how he,
What an actor.
that ending's beautiful to me, and like just how he's not crazy, and I just love it. I don't know, it's good.
Yeah.
Good film.
it's-
But it might not even be it. See if I bet you I'll drive away the night and go, no, that's my favourite film, I should have said that.
Mhm.
Like Step Brothers.
Oh, Step Brothers. Every
Mate,
line in Step Brothers is
Oh,
funny.
I quote it.
Every
I
single
quote it
line
I
is
quote
funny.
it for days, man.
It's just what?
Ah.
What's your best quote from it?
I come out of the shower. I've got water running from my chest hair down to my ball throw. She takes the first look at me and she says, I've had the old bull, now I want the young calf. She grabs me by the wiener. That's my favourite one.
That is
Love it.
unreal.
Love
That
it.
is class, man. So on the show as well, reach out to some people that watch the content and ask them for some fan questions.
Alright.
So I've read through them. I've got one that stuck out to me that I wanted to ask you, and it means that they obviously know you and watch your content. Not
Yeah.
know you personally, but they asked what your gym routine is. You're
Oh,
a big gym
shit.
goer.
That's cool.
Exactly, because that's not something necessarily you put
I know.
And
No,
like
I've never told it. I don't think I've ever told Andy. Basically, it's when I tell people, they think, so you go to the gym 4 days a week, and I'm like, no, you don't not get me. I do 4 days on, 1 day off, 4 days on, 1 day off. So
Right.
technically, you're still getting 6 a week.
Yeah,
a week,
exactly.
because that's how, so it's 4.
Your
1
rest
day off,
days after
fixed,
4 days.
aye. So it works as first day would be. This is only currently the now. I was on a push pull kick and I came off it 4 months ago. So I've been on this for 3 months roughly. My first day is chest and tries, and that's mixed in with a bit of cardio. It depends. Usually it's like hill sprints. That's what I'm trying to go for now. And intervals are just straight 15 dash interval jump off 15 seconds back on. Oh, it's crazy when we do that. And then my second day is back and biceps and abs. My third day being legs and cardio. But that's outdoor cardio we do, so we do legs in and go out and do outdoor cardio.
Nice.
And then the fourth day being abdominals, traps, shoulders, and that's it.
Then the
Cardio
rest day.
and then rest day.
How important is the rest day, do you think?
Very, massively. The most important thing about ever growing in the gym, a lot of people think that it's the amount of days you go or the exact amount of reps you're doing, all that. The biggest part is your food. Your diet is the biggest part. If you're getting a bad diet, you're not growing muscle. If you're having an over top of the diet, then you're going to end up just more fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So the diet means everything, and then it's probably 85% food, 15%
The actual training.
That's what I believe.
Aye, I'd agree with
Did I
that.
do that math right?
Aye.
95. Aye, I did.
No, you said 85 and 15.
50, that's right, innit?
Aye. About
Math.
80-20, something like that, you know what I mean?
Quick math.
I agree with that, honestly.
Aye.
I think it's very important, the diet as well. And every time I deviate away from it, that's when my results stick at the same, usually. Like, so see if I end up going and a lot of the time I'll eat in a pure surplus or I'll eat in a deficit, and it kind of fluctuates about.
Aye.
But when I'm sticking to the diet, I get the best results in
Oh,
terms
aye.
of physique, in terms of my body and stuff like that, and actually in the gym as well. Because if I'm eating like too little, I'll go in and I'll feel weak.
Yeah, you feel weak.
I'll
you
feel
will.
severely weak, and I think that it should be a gradual process.
Aye.
Like if you are cutting, you should eventually you're maybe going to feel a bit weaker. Obviously,
Aye,
you
but
know,
you should
as
drop-
it,
drop
you should
as a
drop
ladder.
it gradually.
Aye.
You should drop it gradually, and I think it's a quick fix when people you get it all the time. They'll be like, so how do I lose fucking 10 stone in a week?
Oh my god, man.
They don't understand the process. It's all about a lifestyle change and enjoying the process. It's just like starting a business, starting a YouTube channel, starting anything.
Aye.
You need to enjoy the
It
process.
doesn't happen overnight, innit?
None of it.
It's the same. I've took pals of mine and they've asked me, can I come to the gym and I've trained me? And I'm like, aye, that's fine, that's completely fine. And then after a week, they're like, when do you see the change? And I'm like, you kidding me? You should have asked me that maybe 2 months later. I don't maybe been alright with it. But a week later's poor, because then you know that person's not going to last.
Mm-hmm.
Because after 2 or 3 weeks, they're going to look the same. They're going to think, I don't feel different, I don't look different, I'm not doing this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why people don't start. People don't go to the gym because it's not a week and you're fucking Ibiza body. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's shite. It takes a long time to progress the body, and if you want it to happen quick, you need to have the diet down right. You need to have the routine down quick. But people don't bother. You get the resolutionals. You know that, where you're in the gym and it's like January and it's like so busy.
Oh, the
And
resolutions.
you're like, it's alright, wait till the 15th and they're all gone.
How annoying is it though?
Aye, 'cause
Like you go in and there's not a machine to be seen, there's no weights,
and then
there's
there's a
nothing.
cunt sitting on their phones.
Oh, aye.
My God, on the weight. I've seen they're sitting on like a
On a
machine
machine,
you want on, and
uh-huh.
they're on it, and you're just like,
Mhm.
can I jump on that way? Is that right? And they're like,
Can I
aye, on
walk
you go.
in?
I don't need it anymore.
Aye, it's like,
You're like, why are you sitting there then?
Mhm.
Fucking
I can be
stupid.
guilty of that if I'm doing like bench or something like that. I'll sit on my phone
Aye.
because I'm resting for
I'll
about 3
no,
minutes.
sit on my
two-
phone
two,
during
3
resting.
minutes, Yeah.
But see if I go
If
back
you're
to
just,
the
if you're just sitting there for like ages.
see if I go
it's
back
really
to that
annoying.
machine 10 minutes later and they're still there.
Another stereotype in the gym is like when it gets to about June. Oh my God! See
Aye,
when you look
it's
over at that free
beach
weight
bodies,
section.
beach bodies.
The amount of bicep
Aye.
curls coming in,
Aye.
I'm telling you,
Aye, it
man.
looks like fucking
The amount of
baloney.
bicep variations and it's insane.
Mate, I know what you mean. It looks
So
like
the
pure-
lads trying to get their Ibiza bodies
That's
essentially.
exactly
It's
it.
crazy, man.
It's mostly around May.
It's the same
innit?
every year.
Aye,
It's like
so
May.
you get January
And then
to about halfway into January, maybe February. Some people last long.
I
You
think
do see people
my
for a
gym
while.
lasted to about February.
Well, I'm to halfway into January, and then you're like, right, that's you, and you've got that quiet period,
Aye,
all
such
the
a
way
quiet
to
period.
May, and then May it's just you
Both.
walk in one day and
Aye.
everybody's tanned and all that, and it's just crazy.
It is. It's
Aye.
just carnage. Like you
Aye.
go in at 5 PM every day. You know what I mean?
And you
it's
hear people in the corner going, "I can't
Exactly.
make me fluffy," and you're
Aye,
like,
aye.
"Oh my man, right." You know what I mean?
so you go in, man, at like 5 o'clock, and it'll be dead for like February to I don't know March or
Aye, it's brilliant. I
April.
love that bit.
I love that as well. And then see when you go in, as you're saying, May. Oh,
Aye,
it's
it's
like-
chaos.
Aye, it's a dog.
And then at
business.
May to June, July, August, September, innit?
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
once everybody's been
And
back
those
for
peak
holiday,
hours, see for like fucking 4, even 4 at a stretch to like 7.
Aye,
It's carnage.
Aye.
And even the quiet period after 7's still busy.
aye, it's
like,
still
compared
great.
to
It's
usual.
mostly like fucking the treadmill's just using every bit of lecky in the whole fucking city.
Yeah,
innit? It's
exactly.
just every one of them's on, and then you've got everybody in the bench and all that. It's doing, and it's so sad. I'm not trying to slate MD or that, but what I
At the same
think
time, it's bloody good. But I
is.
just wish everybody that came could keep it
would
up.
stay, because you're making it busy, and it sounds pure terrible, but you're making it busy for us and then fucking off. That's annoying. I can't stand that. But what was I doing? Fuck, I had something in my head there. It was a pure belter. I
You
love-
enjoyed yourself so far?
Aye, it's brilliant. I do, and this is my first ever. I guess you could say first ever podcast. I done one with Batchy, but that was more.
A live stream?
Aye.
You do? Yeah.
But this is incredible. I'd love to do
Aye,
more
it's
stuff
hard
like
to
this.
have everything running at the same time, man.
Aye, it does sound
The
hard.
sound, the batteries, fucking cannon, and their batteries and their interfaces.
Fuck's
Fix
sake.
it, please.
Poor can you bastards.
See, the stuff that's annoying about these cameras actually is the fact that they will only record for 20 minutes and then stop.
What the fuck?
Exactly. So they'll stop, and it means that Jack behind the camera needs to always be looking out for that to double tap so that it keeps going.
Ah, right.
And then sometimes there's an audio deficiency in the edit and I need to fix it. Seeing the Gogsy podcast, something happened actually in that, and I was away for like 5 minutes fixing it, but it never looked like it in the edit. I like
There
that.
you go.
And I was raging on camera, wasn't I? It's not in the edit though. I was raging when I came back. I was like, I was angry, man. But
I remember
what can you do?
I remember I'd done that with it, and I'd done something that was pure annoying. I had to fix it. I was like an hour of pure sweating, and then when I'd actually got it fixed, I'd edited it, and it was just like a millisecond cut, and I was just like, nobody knows what happened in between.
What you
that.
did for that?
I bust my ass during that,
Just
and
for that
nobody
wee
knew.
thing that not
Aye.
much people notice.
Aye,
But some people, they might notice it subconsciously, and that's what makes them enjoy it a
aye,
bit better.
that's true. Aye.
So I've noticed about hundreds of editing stuff. But the last wee topic I want to talk about you with is that the fact that I remember you saying you don't watch much YouTube, you just watch bits and pieces of YouTube and stuff like that, but would full-time YouTuber be something that you would want to do? Or are you just addicted to the creating side? It doesn't matter, YouTube
I've
matter.
had 7 jobs my whole life, right? Which is a lot. I'm not like a dick or anything. I can't do routine.
See, before we get into the jobs, can you tell us the story about the Polish thing?
But the one in Next,
The guy.
when I was telling me to go home
Yeah,
early.
I love that.
I was in Next one day, and I used to work in Next Distribution, and it was in the warehouse, and it was a night shift, and I were finishing at 4:30 if I'm sure. And the main boss wasn't in. He would normally say, right, 4:30 you can go early, and he was off, so it was a guy for transport that had to come in. I'd never met him before because it was just in like our office, and he came in and he went, you leave 4:30? And I was like, aye mate, aye, that's my ball. And he went, alright, where's your pal? Because he thought that I was foreign. He must have thought I was foreign. He's come over and started trying to speak broken English to me. He's like, you leave 4:30?
That's
I'm
class.
like, aye mate. And he's like, oh, shit. I was,
So the different jobs that you went into?
I haven't into that many different jobs. It's because I can't do routine. I cannot stick to, like, I like to wake up and not plan my day. I like to have it coming. I just like to plan it out and not plan it out. Sorry, I just like to have it random, practically improv. So I guess the more I've been doing it lately, the more I've been realising I think it's possible I would do it. But then it's my fear, would I lost the creativity and it just become a job that maybe I'm starting to hate?
I know
I'm
what you're
losing that real, you know, ethic behind it. There's not really anymore. I'm just putting that out because that's my job.
Yeah.
So I'm feared in case that ever happens and I actually lost the love of it. Or maybe I'll actually...
I hope that doesn't happen, man.
I hope
That's
that-
something that's happened to me a couple of times when it come, like, I wanted to be like a PE teacher at one point when I was losing weight. That's why. So I was like so invested in sports. So when I went and studied it, I fell out of love with it majorly, and that's when I kind of fell in love with YouTube and creating videos. But I'm hoping that this stays, you know.
We all hope it does. That's the thing about it is it's pure. YouTube's so pure. Like it's a job anybody would love to have, but at the same time, I like to look at it that. What if like you're sitting there one day and you're making all these videos and it's really stressful, and then you're just like, I can't do this anymore. I can't be my own boss. Maybe I do need somebody to tell me what to do. I guess it's the unknown to me. If I had the chance, I would do it. See if somebody put it in front of me and says you've now got a chance, go for it. I'll do it and I'll try it and I'll give it my all best. But if I start hating it, I think I'll need to go back to working again and use it as another thing to do, a hobby. You know what I mean? But I would give it my best. Hopefully I'd love it. I believe I would love it.
I think when you get into that position as well, you're going to make the most of it, mate. You're going to kill it.
We'll see what will happen. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'm just going to put the videos out the way they're going. We'll see how it plans out. I always like to do better every video.
Exactly. Aye.
I don't
you always want to get better, don't you? You don't want to settle for the same shit.
I don't like to put. I don't know how many videos I've deleted that I've made, edited, rendered, and then watched over it and thought, no, it's not cutting it. Not cutting it. That's not as good as the last one. Not that it's saying that every single video I put up next is better than the last one. I'm just saying that every single.
Standard.
You want to
go down below that.
You always want to make it exactly the same as that or better. That's where and that would be difficult. Think about it if the videos got out of hand and they got so good. Think about every single week, try to maintain that.
Exactly.
And make it amazing. When will it ever get to the point where you've hit a wall and you can't go anywhere?
I think that happened to Casey Neistat.
Aye, he's probably.
He was doing it for so long, and one of the reasons he gave for giving it up was because he found a formula that meant it was easy, so it was then taken away from the creativity that he would have wanted in an edit. So he had a formula, and he was doing so much in his day-to-day life. Because he edited those vlogs for so long, knew what he was doing kind of before he started editing it, and it was basically just autopilot and simple, and he'd lost something in the creative side of it, so that's why he gave up the daily vlogs, which is interesting.
That is, man.
We'll end the podcast on the guest question.
Oh, that's for me, you, innit?
Yes, have you got a question for me? It can be anything
Okay.
to do you like bourbons to what's the meaning of life?
Okay, alright. Your thoughts on extraterrestrial life?
Oh man, I believe there's something out there. Whether it's in our universe, I don't know.
Right.
But something that I always think as well is the fact that we've always been told that whatever's above us is there, if you know what I mean, like space and all that, but we don't actually know. Do you know what I'm saying?
I completely believe
We
it.
don't actually
There's
know.
a chance all that shit might just be 2D and it's just a wall for you to see.
The Truman Show, man.
What a film.
We don't actually know. Me and you don't actually
Aye.
know what's above us. We don't know what's below us, really, either.
No.
We've not even explored the lowest parts of the sea.
Aye, I know.
Never mind
The sky,
space, you know what I'm saying? And apparently we've all never been to the moon as well, which is so close in terms of other things. There's got to be.
They do
There's
say
got to be.
that there's more aeroplanes in the ocean than there is submarines in the sky.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's crazy, innit?
Uh-huh.
Makes you think.
That makes a lot of
Makes
sense.
you think.
But I think there's got to be something out there.
No,
Somewhere.
I've
It
got.
might not be as close as the moon or Mars or something, but see, even if you go by what you're told with everything that's on Mars, there's signs that something was there before. Oceans, mountains, other stuff. I don't believe that Earth is the only singularity that could have happened.
Well,
Life could have been born from this.
we do look at it that there is extraterrestrial on our hands, in our shoes, on our shoe, the bottom of our shoe, in our hair. That's bacteria. That's known as extraterrestrial life. That is an alien, technically. So.
But we know what it is, though.
I bet it's a living
Do we not
organism.
understand? Do we not understand it or whatever?
We do understand it, but it still works as a.
Because the whole idea behind the word alien is it's unknown.
No, well, we're extraterrestrial. Extraterrestrial is a living being,
Right.
right? That is something to do with
Something that's living,
Aye,
basically.
it's something to do. I can't remember the exact word, but we're extraterrestrial, and all that's what Earth is. Earth is an extraterrestrial planet, and that's why they don't call it the moon and all that. But I believe that there is not a chance in this world that an ever expanding universe does not that we're only the beings on it. That's like a little grain of sand sitting on water, sitting on like an ocean, just a grain of sand just sitting there on this ocean, nothing else.
Yeah.
Just concrete and a grain of sand sitting on this 5-acre field. That just a grain of sand. That's what we are. We're absolute nothing. We're a tiny bit of rice.
Exactly. So there must be something out there, and I just hope it's not like a fucking tree or something. Like, you know what I mean? On Uranus, it's just like a tree, and that counts. It's like, no, mate, I want it to be fucking 8 foot tall, with big googly eyes and fucking.
Aye, push out a finger.
Yeah.
Aye.
Exactly.
Aye. I love that. It would just be brilliant.
That'd be perfect, mate.
Scary
movie reference.
I hope to fuck there is something out there.
I always say as well, right, the way that I want to die is way like, this might come from a selfish point of view, right, but the way I want to die is like with the world ending. Because I want to see it. I want to be around for it when fucking stuff is flying down for the sky and blowing up things and all that. That's the way. I'd rather die like that than just a mad, peaceful, annoying death.
I'd like to die with a big title behind it. So like, I don't know, man dies with fire hydrant in his arsehole.
Aye, you would like something just mad.
Just
like
something mental. Even though
I want somebody to write an article, an extraterrestrial being to write an article about Earth dying and me dying and
what if
the world ending.
What if we're a Big Brother house and everyone outside us is sitting watching us on the telly? Just going
imagine
like
that. No, imagine we were a science project of like an alien.
I know.
We were just a science project.
Or
They
a-
got
or
a
a
hand.
or
They
a-
grew like bacteria in the bottom of a shoe.
Or a virtual box that somebody's playing us in.
Or a parallel universe.
Or a bit of spunk on somebody's shoe.
Or a turtle.
A turtle? Maybe we're a turtle. maybe before that. Or what if we're inside the Capri's sun? Think about it, the moon. It's the entrance to the straw. Wow.
That
Well,
is
indeed.
groundbreaking.
So what if the straw's no in yet and it's just like a hole in the Capri's
Yeah.
sun? And it's just like the straw's about to come in one day and kill us all.
What if we don't even exist?
We're fucked. If you don't exist, then
But why are we fucked?
But that's the thing I look at. See if you die, right? What do you think happens when you die?
Just die.
Do you think what do you think you see?
Nothing.
You think you see nothing. I've caught you in that one. What is nothing? Darkness. That's something. Black. That's something. White.
You don't
that's
see
something.
anything
You
then.
don't see anything. But
You don't see anything.
how do you not see nothing? What is nothing? It can't be darkness because if it's if it's just black forever, that's something.
Aye, that's a colour, isn't it?
If you're in a room, that's something. If it's white, that's something. What is nothing? What is that?
It isn't anything.
Where does the energy inside us go? I believe there's something more to this, mate.
Aye, true.
I believe there's something much more because you can't see nothing. Nah, there's no such thing as nothing.
Well, how did the Earth begin then? Like, how did the
Supposedly
universe
it was
begin?
due-
Singularity 4.3 billion years ago.
Supposedly it was just two bacteria rubbing
Uh-huh.
together.
But where did they come from?
But what if it's and it's blown
Uh-huh.
and then it's come back in one day, right back?
Wow.
Aye,
It's like somebody turning on a television and turning it off again.
but it's just taking forever. It's just one of the Panasonics. You get
Just
out
go
of
for a
comet.
big meaty shite. They're
Aye,
away for
it's just
they're
and
away
then
for
he's like-
4.3 billion years.
aye. Then when he turns it back on, it's 4.3 billion years. Because that's the thing with the universe. It's ever expanding. It
Aye, I
doesn't
know.
end.
Exactly.
Where's it
Which
going?
can be proven
What is
as well.
what is
Where
it?
is it going
Aye,
exactly?
where-
You can't just keep driving down a road that ends. You
Aye.
know what I'm saying? So the road must just keep continuing going.
But that's the thing. Like, I think
What is it in?
See
What is
past
the
the
universe
universe. See past that universe that's ever expanding.
Yeah.
Is it just a wall?
But what's behind the wall?
Or is it
Who
like
built
something
the
that
wall?
falls? Like, where do you fall
Does
off?
God exist?
Do you fall off a map and it's like backlot?
Are you
and
an
fall off a
atheist?
backlot map and you're looking up?
Are you an atheist?
No,
You're not?
I'm not.
You
I'm-
believe in God?
No,
Yeah.
I don't believe God.
What do you believe in?
I believe there's a higher. I would say
Universe?
I believe there's something
The
higher
universe?
that has created this. So, if for instance that could be a guy with a white beard sitting in a cloud, it could be a Rasta guy named John sitting on a wheelbarrow, just looking down at us. It could be a guy in a virtual, in a VR.
It could be a game.
It could be anything. I believe there is something that's created. I don't believe that you die and there's nothing, or the world was created off maybe two little bacteria beings that exploded and just created this universe.
Exactly.
But I believe that maybe the two bacteria were maybe two people or two or something that knew what they were doing to create something. I believe there was something that created it. Aye. I don't believe there was a guy with a white beard that created Rome and then took a day
There
off
must
on
have
a
been
Sunday.
something that created it, because nothing can, as you says, let me word this properly, but anything, what's the word? Nothing can come from nothing, if you know what I mean. Like, if there has to be something,
Aye.
it needs to come from
Aye.
something.
Mhm.
Nothing
You
can
can't just be sitting there one day and
Aye.
then fucking a whole universe explodes on the front of your finger.
Nothing can come from nothing.
Aye.
There must have been something.
It's interesting, innit?
Wow. Subscribe, man.
Subscribe, man, aye. Some pretty
Jesus
wild
Christ.
stuff.